Hello, everyone. I want to welcome you to Southern Soul Tarot. My name is Megan, and today I'm going to be doing a requested reading. It was requested by a subscriber at Tanya Clayton 3313 is her handle. And basically, the reading that she wanted to do today was based on how is Amber Heard really doing following this trial that she recently had not too long ago with Johnny Depp. So the questions kind of were, how is Amber really doing at this current moment? Will she continue to face legal issues and go broke? And is she sorry she did all this to Johnny and lost it in the end? Will Johnny remarry again? So I did bring out a few different decks to kind of go ahead and do this reading, but we're going to start off with the Rider-Waite deck. So it's going to be this one. And so we're going to kind of lay a baseboard for it and see what we get. So I'm going to ask for, Amber's and Johnny's spirit guides to please come in with mine so that we get a better clarity and picture as to, what is going on currently with Amber's energy and what can we expect in the near future. So I want to thank y'all for clicking on this video. I hope y'all do enjoy it. And I want to thank you for the request. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section and I will get to them as I can. So if you'll also have any requests, you can also leave those in the comment section as well. So basically, we're going to start with the past, present, future spread, and then we're going to build off of that. So in the recent past, we want to know again, how is Amber really doing? Currently, all right. So the present energy, how's Amber doing? The future, how's Amber doing? Okay, so right away on the bottom, you have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is a bit of an aggressive, hasty type energy. It is a bit hesitant in the sense that if it's this way, you're moving forward and you're moving forward quite fast and aggressively. So we know we really haven't heard much from her. So basically, it's a kind of feeling a bit out of control and not being able to know how to maybe make those connections the way she used to in the past and how to go about them anymore. So it's a bit also being a bit arrogant kind of too, and bullyish at times. But let's kind of go ahead and see in the recent past how Amber, is feeling towards the whole situation and if she will continue to face any issues. She does have the Seven of Wands in the past. So basically, she was trying to take a stand, challenge the system, and basically Johnny himself. And she was very persistent about it and didn't really sway much on her story. So it's fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sag. But in the current energy, there is more of the Hierophant energy going on. So with the Hierophant energy here, you're looking at a lot of tradition, social structures, behaviors. So it's like she's trying to conform within the system so that she can kind of get back to what she feels she deserves, which is the roles and all of those things she was getting in the past. So with Libra here in the future for justice, you do have a bit of fairness and finally some balance coming in. Some truth, but some things will still be left out. And then you also have accountability. So I feel like a little bit of this is going to be her taking some accountability, but I feel like some of it will be coming from other areas as well. People who might have contributed, people who could have said something sooner for either one of the parties but did not. So you also have the Page of Pentacles. So I do feel like people look at her in the future as kind of being undisciplined, a bit lazy, and not very ambitious, but I do think that it is because she has been putting time to try to get new roles and maybe not getting the kind of feedback she expects. So let's kind of go ahead and build off the Seven of Wands and see again how she'll do. So with the 10 of Swords in the recent past, you can see where that was her breakdown. That was the defeat. That was basically the failure. This is what she was feeling whenever she lost the trial to Johnny. And so that's kind of was a closure cycle. So it was showing not only did that end the trial and that's how it went for her, she was the one that kind of lost. It also ends that cycle that was connected to Johnny, and it's time for her to move forward. Not only like mentally, but physically and emotionally. So let's kind of go ahead and see why that 10 is there. Why is that 10 of Swords in reverse? So 3 of Pentacles. So I feel like she's working maybe, I know she's become a mother. Pentacles do carry some mother energy and fertility, but I feel like she's also been working with maybe 2 other individuals. to try to rebuild that kind of energy that she is wanting to help kind of move forward in a positive way. You do have the number 3 coming out, so that kind of is like basically connecting to expression, groups, things like that. So she's trying to learn how to express. And she is a Taurus, so to my knowledge, and so that is her sign coming out, showing that she's trying to do her best to somehow maybe feel like she can fit in with other individuals or a community. So with the Hierophant here in the present energy, showing that she is trying to kind of conform to the situation, you also have the World kind of sideways here. So upright is kind of like fulfillment, completion, and basically integration into society and having this new cycle and a rebirth. But with it sideways, you kind of have some parts that are kind of still feeling empty, a lack of closure, disappointment, and also just feeling incomplete. Like she really didn't get what she expected. And I'm pretty sure that's how she feels. So let's see what else. I do feel like she's still trying to build soon. This structure, this 4 of Wands, is going to be, building on, abundance, relaxation, kind of celebrating things with community and kind of bringing things to fruition that you're looking for. It's also, it builds a square. So it's a solid foundation for a home. She did have a baby. So I do feel like that's something she's looking for. In the near future, you do have where you have justice is finally starting to balance out. And the Page of Pentacles is there for trying to present things, but she has to be very cautious for the things she takes and does not take. Because I feel like she can be presented lots of bogus energy here with swords, because swords are going to be like offers, contracts, things like that she's going to be offered through different agencies, or maybe some not at all. But either way, she needs to be very thorough in how she handles those, because otherwise she'll lose a lot of sleep and have a lot of anxiety and won't be able to catch up financially or mentally or physically or any of those things spiritually that you need to in the near future. So she has number 9 coming out with that. So that's kind of nearing completion, trying to make abundance and, trying to make things right. So in the near future, she still has into the High Priestess coming out sideways. So with that, you still see that you get a mystery with her. There's still a light and a dark. There's still an imbalance. There's still this kind of cycles. There's still this like, I'm good and then I'm not good. So she likes feeling good and bad. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like as far as the questions that were asked towards her, let me go back to the page. I do apologize. I lost the exact page, but just one second. Okay, so we're going to look and see here with the romance cards, how she's feeling. Sorry, it took a pause. I just lost track of the page. So, passion. So she has a lack of passion with not only the situation that involved Johnny, but the situation in general in her life right now. So she's like, it says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I feel like she's pushing away any of that at this moment. I feel like she's kind of keeping to herself because she feels like she doesn't want to take any risks. She does have children showing up. Your love life is being affected by children. So I feel like she is putting a lot of time into her child. And that could be why she's not really putting time into trying to maybe meet another person, but forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So I feel like that's something she needs to do with the situation that happened, even though it didn't turn out the way she expected or wanted. So let's kind of go ahead and get the Heal Yourself Oracle. So you have cycles. So this is something that happens quite often in relationships with her. It does connect to 6, which is home life. So it's showing to kind of balance the cycles out and try to get a grip on that. Home is also attached. That's coming out as well. So it's saying you can have a big balance if you would just kind of take time to invest in those. So, and if you were to do so, you'd have a lot of healing. So with that, put your pride aside. And I think she's having to learn to do that and to move forward. So we're going to do just a few chakra cards, and I think we'll be done. And that'll be the reading for how Amber is feeling and doing at this moment. So right now, she is trying to take actions with the root chakra. She is staying places where I know she's trying to get more in touch with her spirituality and all that kind of stuff. So you have movement, perseverance, discipline, and motivation. So I feel she's trying to do that with herself. and present that, to the world. So you also have creativity. So I do know she likes to do art, paint, things like that. I know she likes to do it under certain influences of things, but I do feel like, imagination, expression, originality, and passion is something that she's looking into. That's the throat chakra. So you have your root in your throat, and intelligence. She is a Taurus, and earth signs like to learn. They do. They like to continuously learn education, knowledge, perception, and flexibility, intelligence. So saying use the mind, and that you'll be able to have more flexibility, imagination, learning, and openness. So that is going to be the reading for if Amber Heard, how she's currently doing, what to expect from her in the near future. And let's get one card really quick for if Johnny will remarry. Let's see. Let me get all these off the board real quick. And again, I want to thank you so much for clicking on the video. If you enjoyed it, I greatly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe bar, the notification bell, and it will let you know whenever I upload videos in the future or whenever I go live. So if you enjoy the videos and you also think there's somebody else that would enjoy them, please feel free to share. I greatly appreciate it. So let's go ahead and see if there's any energy for... There is some energy of a reconnection of the past for Johnny and if he will marry. So this is somebody who could have been known a long time ago that had like a bad kind of like ending to it, or at least it didn't end the way they expected. That's a water sign energy, and both of them. So let's kind of see one more. So yeah, there's a possibility he can remarry. If he does, it could be somebody he's already been connected to within the past. But we're going to go ahead and do the pendulum just to make sure. Will he reconnect with someone of the past? So at this point, I'm not getting so much of a marriage as I am getting a reconnection of the past. So that is the reading I am getting, again, for Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And again, it was requested by Tanya Clayton at 3313. So I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.